The people around Jerusalem were pretty excited that Jesus had raised somebody from the dead. I can understand that. That's not an everyday event. But they didn't really understand what Jesus said about Mary getting him ready for his burial. Let's move forward into Jerusalem and see what the people are thinking and what's happening there.
Excuse me?
Yes.
Have you seen a donkey anywhere? I went out in the fields for the afternoon. It must have gotten lost.
Oh! Was it a colt?
Yes.
A little shaggy?
A little.
And did it go missing, say, around noon?
Yes.
Congratulations! Oh, the Lord has a great blessing in store for you.
Thanks.
You don't know.
Look, lady, all I know is my donkey is missing. I don't... What happened here? Who put all of this here? What did I miss?
You missed the coming of Jesus to Jerusalem.
Jesus, the prophet?
Yes.
Okay, well, what does Jesus have to do with my donkey?
He rode your donkey into the Jerusalem. Don't you remember Zechariah?
I was always more into passing notes during synagogue than listening to the rabbi.
Oh. Zechariah the prophet said, "Rejoice greatly, daughter Jerusalem. Shout, daughter Zion. Behold, your king comes to you, lowly and riding on a colt, the foal of a donkey." Don't you see what's happening here?
Yeah, sorry, I'm still not getting it.
Jesus is the king.
I thought Herod was the king.
Maybe not for long. Jesus is no ordinary prophet. He healed my father. I've seen what he can do. I've heard him. I've looked him in the eyes. He's the one who's going to change everything.
Well, he better not be starting any revolutions. Those never turn out well around here.
I don't think he will. If he wanted a revolution, he would have come riding on a horse, a beast of war. Instead, he came lowly and riding on a donkey.
Yeah, he swiped a peaceful donkey. Great.
He didn't swipe it. He merely borrowed it. Besides, they told me to stay here to tell you it was needed by the Lord.
Well, as long as the Lord gives it back, I suppose. Who's they?
The disciples. They left me here to tell you, in case you came looking for it.
Well, did they at least tell you where I can find it?
Yes, and he's perfectly fine. He's up at the temple. He's tied up there.
Great. Now, not only do I have a missing donkey, I have to go to church, too.
What is your name?
McCall?
McCall. I don't think you fully appreciate what's happening here. God used your donkey to take the Messiah into his chosen city.
The Messiah? I don't understand.
The Messiah? At least you listened enough in temple to learn about him.
Well, of course, everybody knows about the Messiah. The one who's going to bring peace on earth, right? That Messiah?
The one and only.
But you don't think Jesus is... I mean, he couldn't be. Could he?
Jesus is not an ordinary prophet. He speaks like no other one has before. He talks about the kingdom of heaven and how he's been sent by his Father. He speaks with an authority that no one else ever has. He's going to change everything.
Wow. And to think that I missed it. Sounds like quite an event.
It was quite an event. At first, I was over there by the well, getting water, and I heard a man saying, "Hosanna to the Son of David! Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord! Hosanna to the highest heaven!" And then people began shouting and singing and throwing their cloaks on the road. And for some, it was the only cloak they had. And then people began to gather from everywhere, and they began singing, and they began to pull up palm trees, palm leaves and waved them before him as he rode along. The Pharisees tried to stop them. They told Jesus to silence his followers.
Really? Why?
They don't think he is who he says he is. But I believe he is.
Well, what did he do?
He looked them in the eye and he said, I tell you, if they stay silent, the very stones will cry out.
That is pretty bold. I think this Jesus and I might just get along.
No, they may still be at temple. If we hurry, we may be able to see him there. Do you want to meet him?
Oh, well, I need my donkey, don't I?
Yes.
Of course I'll get him.
Yes.
Wait, you coming?
Well, I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Let's go.